All right, we're here with Michael Bisping, who's going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. And Mike, what does it mean, just everything you've accomplished in your career, to have this moment and you'll get recognized for all your hard work?
Yeah, you know, it's incredible. It really is. I never thought when I decided to get into mixed martial arts that it would come to this. That wasn't the goal. The goal was always to give my family the life I never had. And I achieved that. I won the belt. It's all amazing. When I was a kid, you know, all I cared about was being the best fighter possible. And that's a personality flaw, but that's who I was. That's all I cared about. Now, it's easy to forget that. You know, I'm 40 years old, life's been kind to me, and things are well, you know, I'm wearing expensive clothes and stuff. I used to sleep in my fucking car, you know. Now, you know, that if that kid back then knew that one day the greatest organization in the world will be honoring me and putting me in the Hall of Fame, you know, you got to think back and remember that stuff, you know, and yeah, it's incredible.
And even in your fight career, there's been ups and downs. You know, were there moments where you thought, you know, you wouldn't be able to achieve this, or did you always know you would be a UFC champion?
I mean, you know, quitters never win, which is my book, which is coming out soon, so keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I mean, I always believed it. I always believed it, and I never gave up. I never gave up. I had so many injuries in my eye and things like that. It wasn't easy, but I was still just trying to look after my family. But the better I did in my fight career, the better my family would do. So the two kind of coincided side by side. If I become the champion, then you're earning more money. So that was always the goal. But I never gave up. But I look back now that I'm retired, and I see, like, I occasionally catch like an old fighter man, and then afterwards I'm like calling out the champion and saying I will be the champion. I think, wow, where's that come from? What was that guy thinking? He's out of his mind, you know. I had all these injuries and stuff, but still pushing on, being stubborn. But I'm proud of myself, proud of what I did. You know, dedication, hard work, and a bit of luck. It goes a long way.
And the brand's been strong too. You have a radio show, you have all these things, commentary. You know, was that something you knew early on that you could expand on as the brand that you had, or is that something that you learned as your fight career went on?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I mean, I knew because of my injuries, I knew I was on borrowed time. So I was trying to set up as many different avenues as possible, diversify in many different ways. Because retiring from fighting always terrified me, because for the longest time, that was my security blanket. So I was trying to use this platform while I had it to try and set up different business ventures, you know, and that would be my advice to all fighters out there. You know, this all ends. Red carpets, pictures, all this. After a while, no one gives a shit. You know, you're just another fighter on the hamster wheel. You know, so use this moment, use this time to set up as many different avenues as possible. You know, otherwise you'll kick yourself. And yeah, right now things are good. You know, and I'm very, very happy.
We you go on this just quickly, and then I can take over here. You were one of the biggest stars ever to come from the UK. Who do you think could be that next generation star in the UK? I'm asking, putting you on the spot here. Who do you think could achieve that level of success, both in, you know, winning a championship and the personality?
Yeah, I mean, Darren Till certainly seems like an obvious choice. Yeah, he lost his last two, and it was bad, you know. But he's still young. He's still 26 years old. You know, people forget that he's still really, really young. So I think he's got a chance. But you know, the UK is full of fantastic fighters. We've always been a fighting nation. You know, believe it or not. We conquered the world, that little tiny island. We ruled the world. You all speak English right now, buddy. There's a reason. You know, it was Independence Day yesterday. Little tiny small island. We're fighters. So there'll be many, many more. I hope I didn't alienate all the US fans there. I'm having a laugh in true Bisping style. But yeah, there's many great fighters. I'm the first champion, but I definitely won't be the last.
And actually, I'm Canadian, so we're allies, so it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Exactly, 100%. Well, thank you.
Chael Sonnen just retired. Quick reaction. What do you make of him stepping away?
Yeah, no, listen, Chael had a fantastic career. He achieved a lot. He really did. I know it burns him inside that he never became the champion. But, you know, that's a hard thing to do. He should be proud of himself. He had a fantastic career. He's very charismatic, sold fights well, but also fought well. You know, people talk about his mouth. Listen, the guy was a great fighter. He should be very proud of himself.